Welcome back to Penny's 2 Cents. It's your girl Penny, and today I have my father with me.
Hi everyone.
Guys, we're doing savvy sliders today. I wanted to do something a little different, okay? I'm getting tired of the run-of-the-mill hamburgers. I'm getting tired of the pizza. So, Dad has been talking about fish sandwiches lately. So I was just trying to find a fish sandwich somewhere that had other sandwiches that were a little different for me, because Dad wanted a fish sandwich. I wanted something a little different. I come up with savvy sliders. We've done one other video for savvy sliders before, and we really enjoyed it. Now, if you've never heard of savvy sliders, I did want to say really quick, they are an up-and-coming place the way it sounds, okay? They have 35 locations now as of now, and they're in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Tennessee, Florida, and Texas. So if you live in any of those states, guys, check and see if you have a savvy sliders. And we'll let you know what we got and if this stuff is any good. Dad got a fish sandwich, so I'm going to get him started in that. He also got some onion rings, which I'm going to try some too. But I'm going to put the onion rings here in the middle. And you can pick whatever sauce. We just got boom boom sauce. But Dad's not much of a dipper for sauce, okay? So Dad got a fish sandwich. And I got a spicy falafel sandwich. A spicy falafel slider. These are sliders, guys. And I got a crab cake slider, and Dad got the English cod. So let's look at Dad's English cod really quick, and then I'll pass it to him and let him get started, guys. So these are sliders, right? I just want you to see it. Man, guys, where do I put the garbage? So it's a little slider. Okay, it's got a big piece of fried cod in here. I'm just going to glance in here. I'm afraid to lift up the top, okay? So it's got lettuce, pickle, cheese, and it's got, I believe it was boom boom sauce or boom sauce. Boom sauce is what they call it. So it's American cheese, pickles, lettuce, and boom sauce. Guys, that's the size of it. I'm going to hand this to Dad. You just start enjoying it. It's a little slider, and like I said, I got some onion rings in this box here that you can try. I'm going to try an onion ring first, guys. The onion rings, when you get an order of onion rings, Dad's cod, English cod slider, is $4.79. Now, I got onion rings here in a box, and there's quite a few in here. I see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Man, over 20 onion rings in here, guys. I was kind of mad at the price until I saw how many there was. $5.99 for the onion rings. I'm going to have one real quick. And like I said, I got a crab cake slider and a spicy falafel. Now I'm trying to figure out which one's which. I believe this is the crab cake. I'm going to do the crab cake first because I'm thinking it's not going to be spicy and the other one might be spicy, which it says it is, and I don't want to do spicy before. So I got the crab cake slider. And this is an English crab cake, lettuce, tomato, and boom sauce, guys. So that's about how big it is. You can see the big crab cake in here. There's boom sauce, lettuce. There's a big slice, nice red slice of tomato right there. Man, lettuce is going to go everywhere. I got lettuce rain for real. And I got some more boom sauce underneath. I'm going to go for it here. Oh, man. Lettuce is going everywhere. Oh.
Pretty good.
The boom sauce has a little zest to it, but it's very mild. Okay, very mild in spice. I like this crab cake. It's nice and crunchy on the outside. It looked really dark, but it's nice and crunchy. I wish I had a little more crab in it, but it's not bad. It's really not bad. That's a good little slider. $4.79 for my crab cake slider. I got another one. I got another one.
I don't know what to do
I
with
don't
that.
know where it just disappeared. Okay. Okay. I'm going to explain our rating scale in case you're new. Okay, I'm going to explain our rating scale. I'm going to ask Dad. I'm not hurrying Dad. I just want him to think about what he wants to say about that cod and what score he's going to give it. But our rating scale, guys, is a 5 or lower. Is that thing is garbage. Don't waste your money. Get something else, okay? A 6 to a 7 is we'd eat it, but we really wouldn't recommend it. Anything above a 7, we recommend. The closer it gets to a 10, we highly recommend. Excuse me. And guys, we rarely give out 10s. We only give out 10s as special something that knocks our socks off, or the thing that tastes so good you can't imagine it tasting any better. Those are perfect 10s, and not everything out here is a perfect 10. Our goal is to save you money, guys. We're going to tell you our honest opinions. We're not sponsored in any way. Okay, I'm going to start off with this crab cake slider. I like it, okay? It's something different. Now, is it great? No, it's not great, but their buns are super soft. Lettuce and tomatoes good. The crab cake, I wish it had a little more crab in it. It's mostly, you can taste it's mostly filler. And the best way to explain it is it's like mushy on the inside, because it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's pasty on the inside. It doesn't have a bad flavor though, Dad. You got onion rings here if you would like to try them. I'm trying to think of a score for this. I'm going to take one more bite here. But it's not the worst crab cake I've ever had. And I like it on the slider as a slider. Would I get it again? It's not... I expected this to wow me, okay? And it's not wowing me. Would I get it again? Possibly, if I was in the mood for that. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it. I'm going to have to give it a 7.5. I think it's good. It's not wowing me like I wanted it to. That's the best thing I can... The best I can do on that. It's not wowing me like I wanted it to. But I will finish that. It is good enough to finish. I like it. But it's just not wowing me. You want a drink of your soda?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you probably did. I do too. I got that spicy falafel to try, guys. I can't wait to try that. Woo! We'll let Dad finish up his chewing, then he can tell what he thinks about his cod sandwich.
The fish and cod sandwich tastes good.
Okay.
The fish and cod.
Yeah.
The fish and cod.
The cod
it's
fish,
the
yeah.
cod fish, and it tastes good.
Right, yeah.
The pickles. The boom sauce.
The boom sauce, yeah.
The boom,
They just call it boom
boom
sauce.
sauce.
Yeah.
It's spicy, but it tastes good.
It's not like too spicy, is it?
No,
it's
no.
like a mild to
No,
you.
it's very mild.
Yeah. It's just got a little zing. Just a little zing.
It's very mild.
Yep.
And it's really good. It's a really good sandwich.
You like that?
I would say 8.
An 8 out of 10?
Yes, yeah.
So 8 out of 10. So Dad, that sandwich was $4.79. Do you think that's about right because you have a big appetite? So how do you feel after eating that? Do you feel just comfortable? You don't feel stuffed, do you?
It don't feel stuffed, but it don't feel nourished either.
Okay, so you feel like you've gotten enough, plus you got some onion rings to eat.
Yeah, onion rings.
So $4.79 for that little fish sandwich. Do you think that's
Pretty good.
Do you think it's a
Pretty
decent
good
little-
price.
Okay.
Pretty good price.
Let's talk about these onion rings before I start getting into this.
Okay.
And I had one of these, okay? Oh, it's okay. I feel like they need more salt, and I don't have any more salt to add to them. That's one thing I noticed on them. They're a little bland to me. Are they a little bland to you?
The breading is a little bland.
Yeah, it's a little bland. I wanted you to try some with boom sauce, Dad. So hand me that part or throw it over there. Yeah. I dipped one in boom sauce because you can either get ranch or boom sauce, or they got other dips and stuff, but ranch or boom sauce is what they recommend with this. So I wanted to see what it tastes like with the boom sauce. I feel like they need a sauce. Okay.
Yeah.
These onion rings aren't like, they're not as good to like to sit around and eat them. I feel like they need some sort of sauce, ranch, ketchup, mustard, whatever you like on your rings. I like that boom sauce on them.
Yeah, I do too.
I just feel like they need a sauce. You know what I mean? Like they just need a little sauce. My Dad's reaching for more. I'm gonna have him think about what score he's gonna give those. Let's talk about this spicy falafel. Dad's enjoying his onion rings. Spicy falafel. They're charging $3.99 for this. It's a falafel. It's pepper jack cheese, lettuce, hot gardenia mix on it, and boom sauce. Let's take a look at it real quick.
Was it a fish?
Oh no! Oh man!
Is that a fish?
Hold on, 2 minutes, Dad. Oh man! I just threw it on the dashboard. No, falafel is and I knew you were going to ask me this. Falafel is Greek, okay, and it isn't meat. It is a bean. I think it's beans and like a garbanzo bean or a chickpea bean.
Okay.
It's ground up with herbs and stuff, and they deep fry it. Okay, so this has got pepper jack cheese on it, boom sauce, lettuce, and some hot gardenia mix. Yeah, I see it underneath here, guys. I can't pull it apart because it's just gonna fly everywhere. Okay. They got a good crisp on the falafel. Okay. One more bite. I already have an opinion on this. It's dripping too. Man, is it dripping. The sauce is dripping with the lettuce and that gardenia mix. Oh. I feel like I just had a napkin in my mouth. I probably do. Oh well, I'm eating some paper today. I'm already getting full. So I'm gonna save myself here. That's really good. That's really good. The crisp on the falafel is delicious. That spicy gardenia mix on there gives it that tang, gives it a little spice. Spice level's a little bit hotter because it's got some of that boom sauce on there too. So the spice level's trying to go into the medium. It's still like it's like a higher mild, okay? It's trying to go into medium. It tastes really good with that though, because falafel kind of has got a plain taste. It's got an herbal taste. But you put a little bit of that spice with it. That thing's really good. Oh, that's good.
What did they get the boom sauce on that?
The boom. It's just booms. They call it boom sauce.
Okay,
here.
Boom sauce.
Yeah, they put a little bit on that too. Plus, they put that gardenia mix. Gardenia mix is like chopped up vegetables they're spicy.
Okay.
Okay, and they're pickled. Okay, pickled spicy.
Oh.
So that's on there. Okay, and the lettuce. Man, I would get that again. I would definitely get that again. I'm trying to think of a score. It's a 9. It's a very, very solid 9. I would definitely get that falafel slider again, especially if you like that kind of thing. If you like Greek food and you've had falafels before, that little slider, that thing's good. And they're only charging $3.99, I believe. That's what I read. Yeah, $3.99 for that little falafel. So I would definitely get that over the crab cake. The crab cake, to me, it just didn't have enough crab in the cake. It wasn't wowing me like I wanted. And I love crab meat. I love crab meat. But it wasn't wowing me. But that spicy falafel slider, if you like falafels, get that thing, because that thing's good. It's really good.
And she's right.
I'll get it
She's
again.
right on the boom sauce. It's better with the
onion
rings.
onion rings is, but yeah, there's some more here today. Here, let me dip.
It's better with the.
So the onion rings need a dip. They either need ranch or that boom sauce or ketchup. They just need a dip. The onion rings are pretty bland if they don't have something on them.
Yeah, also.
Yeah, I like the breading on it. Like the texture of the breading is that crisp, not too thick breading. They're just kind of bland, okay? They're just kind of bland. Before you go on, Deb, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I need you not to be eating. I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, so you agree they're kind of bland to you?
Yeah.
Okay. What score would you give their onion rings?
I'd give it a 7.
7? Yeah. Yeah, I give them a 7. I really don't recommend them. The only way I would recommend them is if my hair's all crazy today. The only way I'd recommend them is if you put a dip on them. But I could pass on them. They're not that great. I mean, you get plenty of them in an order, and I don't know. They're just. I've had better onion rings. That's it. That's the easiest way I can explain it. I've had better onion rings. You too?
Better breading.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. They just don't. I'm gonna do one more. They're a little oily, but they're just. I feel like they're lacking.
They are. They are
lacking a little
really.
Just a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna finish chewing this up, and we'll let you guys go. Okay, so. Dad's finishing chewing up. Are y'all finished?
Yeah.
I don't want to, guys. I just want everybody to know I'm not hurrying him. He's blind, okay? So he can't take.
He needs a direction.
Yeah, he can't.
More direction.
Right. He can't take visual cues because he can't see them, right? So he doesn't know if I'm going on to something else, or if I'm stopping on something else, or if I'm holding something.
I need more direction than most people.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, that's what it is with being blind. So I don't want anybody to think I'm being bossy or I'm being shovey or pushy. I'm not. I try to take cues, like I'm watching him if he's chewing. Sometimes I'm asking him a question and he's still chewing and I don't realize it. Or I got a question in my head. You know how when you think of a question, you don't want to forget it, and you say it anyway, and I look over, he's chewing. I'm not hurrying him, and he knows it. We understand each other. He knows that I have to say things or he doesn't know, right? So it's just a part of living with blindness, living with it, you know, the infliction that he has. And it's also a part of me living with his blindness, because, you know,
I'm living with it, and I'm trying to learn as we go.
Right. Because, yeah, it didn't come on him like overnight.
No.
It was a progressive thing, right? It started years and years ago. It started before he was even diagnosed that it was macular degeneration.
It's as bad as it gets right now.
Yeah, he's at the top. I
think right now it's as bad as it goes.
I want to explain it a little bit. I've had some people ask some questions too. So macular degeneration, if you get it diagnosed like early in life, younger people have gotten this, okay? If you get it diagnosed earlier in life, there are medicines, there are operations, and there are some nutritional things that help slow the progression. But it's one of those things where they, as far as I know from the last bit of doctors that I've talked to, there is no cure for it. It is also hereditary, so there's no cure for it. There's things that help slow the progression of losing your sight, but sooner or later you're pretty much where Dad is now, where he's not fully in black, and he's not he can, but it's really foggy and smoky. Like he can see shadows sometimes, like my hand moving sometimes.
Oh, sometimes I can get visions.
Yeah, sometimes he sees stuff that's not even there. Okay, so just trying to explain it. I've had a lot of people ask questions, and I'm glad you do, because it is a very interesting subject.
It's hard to explain.
Yes, it is hard to
It's
explain.
hard to explain.
So he did have a surgery. They found out that he had a detached retina.
I had more and more.
Well, you had that surgery, and then you had something else. But yeah, he had a couple surgeries.
Laser surgery, and then
Yeah.
I had open surgery.
Yeah, and it was okay for a minute, but like I said, it's a progressive vision loss, so it slowly keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Okay, so Dad's at the end of it. Okay, he's at the end of the spectrum. If you find it earlier, and they diagnose it earlier, then there's more things in between there, like medicines and nutritions and surgeries that can help it. There is, but it is a progressive vision loss, so there's no stopping it. Once it's going, it's going. It just sometimes it progresses a lot faster than other people, but Dad's lucky that it didn't start until he was later in life. Okay, like I said, I believe, me, myself, and I'm just saying, I think it had started with him earlier, because our eyesight isn't all that great, Dad's or mine. So I think it started earlier with him, but then when they finally diagnosed, it's like I said, they did some surgeries and they did some things, eye drops and such, and this and that. It did slow it, I think, a little bit. But like I said, he's now at the end of it. So there's no reversing it now. There's no kind of surgery. There's no kind of medication. There's no kind of extra nutrition or extra vitamins that's going to bring it back.
And
nothing's going to really stop it now where it is. Because where it is now is he's blind. Okay? So I've had a lot of people ask some questions, and I hope that answers it. And I hope it makes you understand why I do some of the things I do with him. Like I'll ask him, like, once you finish eating that, or I am not pushing him. I am just trying to give him some cues to what I want to do, what I'm talking about or what's happening in the video. And we try to watch the time. So
it's hard for you to realize, but it's harder for me to realize.
Yeah.
The detached retina, it hurried their surgery along.
It hurried the progressive vision loss along.
Progressive vision loss. That's what it did. And as a matter of fact, I told the doctor, I said, you made it worse. And he said, you have a healthy eye. You have a healthy eye, and there ain't nothing I can do about it.
Right. They tried to slow his progression, is what they did. And then they found the detached retina, and then they corrected that. But Dad, was like, you made it worse. Well, you can't promise anything. Okay? There's nothing promised when you're getting surgeries and this and that. But it's been a thing. Dad's learning to live with it. And in me, I'm learning to, I'm not saying like deal with it, but I'm learning like how to help him. Okay, so I'm still in the learning process. I'm not perfect by any means. I am not perfect. I am not saying I'm perfect. I mess up a lot. But we laugh about it. We go on about it. We might bicker a little bit back and forth, like, and I'm like, it happens. It's human nature. It's human nature. And I know he loves me. He knows I love him. And we're doing the best we can, right?
That's the best we can. Best we can.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
We only handle it the best we can,
right.
And that's has to be.
Yeah, This is the way it is, and that's what we're dealing with. So anyway, guys, we're gonna let you go. Like I said, we try to watch the time on our videos. This one's a little bit longer, but we're gonna let you go. We hope you all have a great lunch, a great dinner, or a great late night snack. But most of all, guys, we hope you have a great day.
A great day and a better tomorrow, and God bless you all.
Yes, guys. God bless. Come back tomorrow. See what we're eating. See what we're reviewing. See if we like it or not. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.